Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It may get a little loud in here. I forgot to close the office door out to the balcony, so if that happens, I will go and close it. If it gets a little noisy, if you get too much background noise, let me know. Welcome, everybody. Cap Nation Live, show number 2 on the day, 5 p.m. Eastern Time show. Glad to have the people that are tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big Jeff in the house, Chido, MJ, Aaron, our miss, what's going on? Nervous Squap 5150 with the what's up Cappers, what's up chat, what's up Kyle, what's up troll, and yes Kyle, I'm nervous today, yes, LOL, LOL. I love it, and as I posted, Stackwap, the day you are not nervous is when I will become nervous. So welcome Aaron, Joe Dirt, Edward tuning in, drive safe, Eliezer, what is going on? Justice, Trainwreck, Raymond, what is going on? William tuning in via text message. Thank you, sir. Watching everybody. To everybody watching on Facebook Live, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, the live stream app, our website, as well as YouTube and everywhere else. Welcome. Gary, did not forget about you. Just been extremely busy since we got off the live show. Have not even had a second to even eat lunch before the second live show, so been absolutely slammed, to say the least. Rookie MVP, what is going on? Glad to have everybody back. It's almost bittersweet that it's a Tuesday. There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. We're to start. Waiting for games to start. It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast already, 5:14. It's 2:14 on the time zone in Arizona, which I've totally got to get. Clock here, 3:14. Who doesn't participate in daylight savings time? Little weird if you ask me, but we'll figure it out. Eddie Sports Money, Henry, Who Dat Bob in the house. Stackwap making Instagram. We have an Instagram. It's actually been there for, but there's nothing on it. I don't know what. Good over the years, and it's weird because they don't post. Jeff, what time Central Zone? Well, now that I'm in a, I'm gonna say it's 4:15 Central Time. I think.
It's 3:15 p.m.
Never mind, it's 3:15. No. Is it 3:15? Oh, it's funny. I say the word hey and then Siri, and everything goes off. This iMac goes off. This iMac goes off. The watch goes off. The iPad Pro goes off. And the phone all light up all at the same time. Eliezer says it's a little bit glitchy. It's 4:15. Well, Siri was wrong. There we go. Can you tell me that again? What time is it in Iowa?
It's 4:16 p.m. in Des Moines, Iowa.
Well, there we go. There we have it. There's the official ruling. It's 4:16 p.m. Can keep up on Jeff's time now. Eliezer, the stream, it might. What I'll do is I know we're streaming Twitch, Twitter, all of that stuff, so we get 1 or 2 people that follow on Twitch, so I just shut that one down. If you're watching on the live stream app, or actually, yeah, if you're watching on the live stream app, come watch on YouTube as of right now. Come watch on YouTube at the same time. So if you're watching on live stream, come join us. Or Cappers Directed will pop up our channel. So we're going to shut down the live stream, which should free up some of the bandwidth. Save, post, close out that one. We should be good to go now. Jimmy O. Jenkins, what's going on? Shane, what is going on? But it should be better now. It shouldn't be as glitchy. Ryan, what is up, buddy? What is going on, everybody? Live show this morning. Gave out a hell of a free play. And if you didn't watch the live show this morning, you missed a great free play. If you want to know what it is, you're going to have to go watch that video. Obviously, I don't expect you to watch the entire 2-hour show, so you might want to just fast forward to the end. But nonetheless, it's in there for you if you want it. Jerry, what is going on? I think I'm actually up the street from your house. I'm not far from the Surprise Stadium. Not far from you. Mr. Estevez wants to know, does anybody like Michigan State? Ryan asking, does the Patriot League Conference tourney play halves or quarters? I'm not quite sure. We'll find out tonight. I had somebody else ask me that earlier. I wouldn't say that I'm the Patriot League specialty. Eliezer says, get this in early. Any chance you're touching on the Duquesne game? I didn't have any plans to until the end of the first show when a lot of people were asking me about it. So I have no problem breaking down that one. We can definitely review that game. Everybody knows I like a little VCU action, either on them or against them. Last year, we absolutely pummeled VCU first half. If you guys remember, that was such a sick run. That was such a sick run. Should only be the NIT tournament, Ryan. From what I was aware, unless something changed that I didn't hear, it should be just the NIT tournament. Again, for everybody that doesn't know, special guest coming on live with us tomorrow morning. We'll be live at noon Eastern time. However, the special guest will be on live at approximately 12:45-ish Eastern time, that is. My good buddy Chase from Chase Wins will be joining us to talk some NASCAR and some other good stuff. So he'll be on live a little bit into the program tomorrow. I believe he's going live an hour before me. And then he'll come join us about 45 minutes into our show once we get through the recap and all of that fun stuff. The recap, the who's here, the who's not, and all of that good stuff. Alrighty, so Be Ye Transformed, welcome to the show. Wants to know, does anybody like New Hampshire laying 3.5 and UT Arlington laying 5.5? Man, all these text messages asking me if I want free games. So we want a free one today, folks. Hold on, there was another one that wanted to give me one. I never replied to him, though. Great, we'll get you rolling after this play hits hard tonight. All I ask is that you stick with me for a week. Do we have a deal? Yes, we got a deal. Now, who should I bet on? I'm jonesing for a play like a crackhead looking to score. That's a good response. Nathan, no, sir, you have not missed any breakdowns. Thanks for joining us. Henry, good afternoon. MK in the house. Good. I almost said good morning. Good afternoon as well. We might be able to, Ryan. We might be able to. If we get through some of these marquee matchups, we will take a look at them. Gonna see if we can have some fun with some sports services that'll want to give us a call and hassle us. Alrighty, so we'll just get this one out of the way because a lot of people in the morning show talked about it and asked about it. We'll take a look at the Duquesne and VCU game. Richard, what is going on? Who dat, Bob? You won the March Madness package. I'm assuming. Congratulations. Christopher Bayer, good afternoon. Thanks for joining in. Joe Dirt in the house. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, hold. Oh, he replied. Great. Here's today's game plan. We're taking the blah blah blah. Ugh. I got -4. Now I'm gonna bait him. Jack, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna take a look at the Duquesne and VCU game first. Then we'll jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Maybe we'll take a look at the West Virginia-Iowa State game. Syracuse, Boston College, Davidson, Richmond. Mississippi State, South Carolina we could take a look at. If we have time, we could take a look at also the Tennessee-Kentucky game. Ohio playing Akron. Everybody knows I love a little Akron action every now and then. David, what is going on, sir? Let me ask you a question. Are you guys as good as the guys at Cappers Direct? That guy is sick. Gotta mess with some of these people. Tim, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Got a nice little crowd building and rolling. For everybody that doesn't know, Game of the Week is today. The fun starts today, folks. It's a little early in the week for a Game of the Week. So we're going out on a big one. All right, we're going out on a big one, folks. This was too big for me to pass up. You can get on it, get instant access to it. $50 makes you holler. Guaranteed to win. You get the next one absolutely free. And we're looking for a big time day today. So make sure you guys do not miss out. And again, if you are new to our YouTube channel, if you are brand new here and you have never been to our channel before, if you guys are new, take 1 second out of your day, one measly second out of your day, hit that subscribe button right down below. Hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. Holy shit, Mike Butler just came in to bless the chat. Oh my dear Lord, Mike Butler is in the house. We haven't seen Mr. Butler since he was recovering. From his car wreck. Hopefully you're doing good. Mike, glad to see you. Hold on 1 second, folks. And what's going on? Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. We need to chat and catch up. A lot has been changing in the capping world. Give me a call sometime, Mike. Let's chat and catch up. Hopefully all is well. Is my office outside? No. But I have the door open. I have a balcony on my office, and there's a school across the parking lot. Here, I'll post a picture on Twitter for us. There we go. Alrighty. But is the background noise loud? I can close the door. That's not a problem. Brian, what's going on? I didn't know if it would pick up background noise or not. It's a beautiful day here, so I figured I'd open up and get a little fresh air rather than the AC. In 1 second, folks. Alrighty. Let's get things underway. Let's get things underway. I'm going to get all the live odds updated and refreshed. Remember, guys, holy shit, it's reunion day. LT in the house. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so remember, you want to get live odds, just get them right on our website, cappersdirect.com. Live real-time odds. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Alrighty. Jess, good morning, good afternoon. In New Zealand, good morning to you. LT in the house. Mike Butler in the house. It almost feels like old times. All the old timers are here. Glad to have everybody back. So what we're going to do, we're going to start breaking down the games. And let's get some fun rolling. Let's get the game day breakdowns going. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. All right. I do apologize. My phone didn't blow up until recently. Family blowing up my phone. So I had to run to that. Better than having to leave here and skip the breakdowns. Absolutely, LT. Nothing's changed here. Another day, another dollar, except we're live 2 times a day through now and the end of the tournament. Noon Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. Mike, we have always been the fact show, and we have never veered from that. That is one thing. There's one thing we have never done. Thank you, Ann, for replying to him. Yes, we broke down the Cincinnati game in the very first video. If you want that breakdown, go watch that video as well after this one. There's some great content in there, including breakdowns and free plays. Now, let's jump into it. Duquesne, guys, 20-8 on the year for the Dukes. VCU, guys, 18-11 for the Rams. If you're looking for this one, it is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern time. Not going to be too hard to find. It's the second game on the board, 6:03, 6:04. Duquesne opening up as that 5-point dog. VCU laying the 5 to open up. Now laying 5.5. Total is up a point from the opening number of 136.5 to 137.5. DraftKings still holding strong at 136.5. However, the D Casinos, Caesars, they all got 137, as well as Bovada. But the other books seem to be a little on the high side. The gang is all here, absolutely. Taking a look at Duquesne, guys. Keith Dambrot and his Dukes absolutely rolling this year. 20-8 on the year. 10-6 in that Atlantic 10 conference, guys. And they've won 2 straight. They beat St. Bonnie 81-77 in an overtime game last Wednesday. And George Mason this last Saturday, they squeaked by with a 3-point victory, 81-78, to give them that 10th conference win. They get VCU today, and they get Richmond to end their regular season and Atlantic 10 conference season on Friday in just a couple of days as well. Taking a look at the Rams, guys. What can we say about them? They opened up the year fantastic. Conference play fantastic. They were 16-5, 6-2 in conference play. And then it was like, oh, yep, we're going to meet Rhode Island. The wheels are going to fall off, and we're going to sputter out of control. VCU, guys, they have lost 5 out of the last 6 games. They are coming off a big win over George Washington. They beat them by 24 on Saturday at home, where they're going to be playing today. All right. However, they lost 5 straight before that. 2 of them were home games. They lost to Massachusetts, St. Louis, Dayton, who was a home game, Richmond, as well as George Mason, who was also a home game. They lost that one 72-67. They're at the Wade Arena, guys. It holds 7,637 fans. What can we say about it? The 3.5 home court advantage. It's not a monster home court advantage, but it's a pretty good one. It's still in the top 1/3 of the toughest places to play in all of Division I, at the 96th toughest place to play. All right. In this day and age of college basketball at this time of year, remember, I preach this, and you're going to hear about this all the time. A lot of it is going to be about, what are you doing for me now? What are you doing for me now? Meaning, how is a team performing now? How VCU played in the second half of January, or in the first, actually pretty much the entire month of November, because they lost 1 game in November, and it was to Purdue after opening up a 6-0 season. None of those time frames matter. What happened before doesn't matter. What happens right now is what really matters. Okay, especially going in to tournament play, conference tournament play, and then the actual big tournament itself. Okay, so what happens now? Well, VCU, they've lost 5 out of their last 6. LT says, Kyle, I got hooked up with 5 dimes for March Madness. Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. You'll love betting with them. It makes it pretty much a breeze. Pretty much a breeze. Taking a look, guys, at Duquesne. What have you been doing for me now? They've won 2 straight. They've won 3 out of their last 5. They had a couple losses mixed in against Dayton and George Washington. So both teams kind of sputtering, however, more so for VCU than Duquesne. Take a look at the side-by-side comparison. First of all, conference play numbers to actual all-season numbers. Pretty drastic change in some categories, but take a look at Duquesne, hitting 51.3% from the field, converting 31.7% from out deep. A very poor 3-ball shooting team. They increased their number a tad bit in conference play, but not even a full percent to where it matters. However, one spot where Duquesne excels at is converting all their 2-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, dunk, they're knocking down 54.2%, which actually makes them the 25th toughest, not toughest, but the 25th best shooting team at converting their two-pointers. Now, in their own conference, the Atlantic 10 Conference, they're hitting 52.8%, which is the third best stat overall in conference play. Free throw shooting, poor free throw shooting team in conference play. All year long before they got into conference play, they were hitting 72%. They get into conference play, and they're under 67%. It's okay, though. VCU can't knock down a free throw to save their life anyways. VCU hitting 49% from the field, 34% from out deep. 47.8% of all their two-point plays are converted as well. They're hitting just over 68% from the charity stripe. Turnover rate, both teams are on the lower side, 17.6% turnover rate when they're on offense. For VCU, 18.4 for Duquesne. One area where VCU excels at is their defense. They have the 32nd best defense based on adjusted efficiency, strength of schedule, opponent strength of schedule as well. The number 32 in all of Division One. In all of Division One. Atlantic 10 conference play numbers dropped a little bit, and they've got the fourth best as far as their conference goes. But one area where they excel at, they are the fifth best defense at creating turnovers in all of Division One. They're number one in the Atlantic 10 Conference. All year long, they're hitting 0.1% below 25%. High tech, right? Now, just 24.9% turnover rate. That is an extreme amount. It's the fifth best in all of Division One. All right, in conference play, it's down a little bit to 22.7, but it's enough to be number one at creating turnovers on defense in that Atlantic 10 Conference. Other areas where they excel at, holding teams to 47.4% shooting of all their two-point plays, holding teams to 33% shooting of all the three-point attempts. Okay, two-foul participation, advantage VCU. Advantage VCU, 10.3% for the two-foul participation, just under 32% for Duquesne. Height advantage, over an inch, about an inch and a quarter height advantage on average per player coming out of VCU for the Rams, all right? Rams going to the bench for 38% of their total minutes. That's why you see that two-foul participation down in the 10th percentile. Just 28% for Duquesne because they're willing to play in that with players with two fouls early on in the first half. Point distribution, very similar numbers. 2-point plays for both teams in the 49th percentile. Where it's different is it's off by a point roughly from a three-pointer to a free throw, all right? VCU coming in with 19% of their total points per game come from the free throw line, 18% for Duquesne. You can do the math. It equals 31% on the out deep for VCU, and 32% for out deep of their total points scored will be three-pointers for Duquesne. Offensive rebounds, off by a couple percent, not even a couple percent, like 1.8%. Not a big number. 29.4% offensive rebounds, which means 29.4% of all the rebounds for Duquesne are offensive rebounds. All right, 27.6% for VCU. Based on this one, with the line VCU laying 5.5, etc., etc., etc. I take a look at it. You guys know I love VCU. Taking a look at what they've done on their home court. They lost to Dayton. They lost to Rhode Island, and that's it. They lost to Rhode Island by 9 and Dayton by 5 just on the 18th. Yawning. As far as this one goes, VCU, we made some great money on them early. They cost us towards the end of conference play. I have been riding off of them as of late, staying as far away as I can. I'd have to say, with this one, the side of it, I'm completely off. As far as this one, the side, I'm off of it. Not Duquesne, but VCU to me is too much of a financial liability for me to want to put any money on it. So as far as this one goes, as far as a lean goes, I do lean towards the over and a very small lean. the over on the total of 136.5. Just a very small lean on it. Remember the difference between a lean and what I'm betting. I'm betting our premium plays, my personal plays, and as always, my game of the week later on today. But I may not necessarily bet a lean. Sometimes I might. Now, one of the leans that we actually broke down during the game, or during the first show, we gave out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leans in an official free play. What's going on, Alex? I actually turned one into a personal play. I got a little more information that came in. We turned one into a personal play. So there are times where leans turn into plays, but for the most part, a lean is a lean. It's there to help you guys out on games that you guys are requesting. Jeff, thanks, brother, for jumping on board my game of the week. Glad to have you on as well. Big DJ, Mr. Johnson, thank you for jumping on board. Randy, Dana, Trevor, Chris, Zach, Chamil, Aaron, Mr. Holt, everybody else prior to the other live show, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week as well. Definitely going to make sure that we're on the right side. I feel that we did. The research has been done. The sand in the line has been drawn, and we are absolutely ready to pummel the books tonight, folks. Lewis, has the line moved? No, sir. Line is perfect. If you're not on it, you're good to go. You're good to go. So out of curiosity, because I do have the door open, how much background noise do you guys hear? Do you guys hear a lot of background noise? Because I can easily, because it is getting a little hot in here, and I mean, we do have the AC on today. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. I owe you one from Saturday's disaster, that's for sure. Get on board for a bonus, and we put you guys on a loser, so that always is tough. Well, if it gets too annoying, because there is a little school, I'm actually looking at a bunch of little kids playing right now. But if it gets a little loud, I can definitely close the door. I might do it anyways. Because it's getting a little hot in here. You know, from the basement office. Eddie DeCoco in the house. From the basement office. I actually posted a picture from Twitter. I actually posted a picture on Twitter on the Cappers Direct channel. Not a game you expected. I know. Me either. All right, so gonna get another game day breakdown rolling. For a game that we have not already touched. Let's take a look at it, guys. We're gonna jump right into the Wake Forest, North Carolina game, 7 p.m. Eastern time on the ACC network. This should be a good game, guys. This should definitely be a good game. Take a look at this. If you're looking for the game number on this one, again, you don't have to go too far, all right? It's about 10, 12 down the page. Chris, do we have daycare in the basement? Now that's upstairs. Remember, they put me in the basement, and the daycare is upstairs. They're actually the third level. What is it? I think it's all empty. There's one lawyer's office upstairs. However, it's all vacant. They're building it out, but not sure what they're going to put up there. Obviously, it's office. It's lawyers' offices, consulting realtor office. There's a title company as well as a couple mortgage companies here, and then there's us. The pick sellers. All right, guys, looking for the game number on this. It's game 629 and 630. If you want to follow along and you guys want to have access, out of curiosity, how many of you guys use the odds that are listed on our website for reference? When you guys are looking up the scores, or not scores on a game, but the odds on a game, how many of you guys actually go to our website, click on the odds tab, and use the odds on the website? Out of curiosity, if you do, please do post up if there's something that you don't like about them, or you'd like to see changed about them as well. Also, please post up. Definitely constructive criticism is welcome on it. Hopefully you guys are taking advantage of them because they're actually live real time. Tim, you do. Lewis, you've used it to compare your book. Good, excellent. You know, these are live real time. And what I mean by live real time, whenever you go to like Vegas Insider, Odd Shark, Scores and Odds, Dot and Best, all of those, you're looking at delayed odds. 15-minute, 30-minute, sometimes up to an hour. The Scores mobile app is horrible as far as keeping you updated on lines. Okay? But if you go on ours, sorted by game number and time, you guys can't see it on the phone, but I mean, you could cycle all the way through, and we've got the most popular books on there. Danny D-Rock, what's going on? You know, so if you guys aren't using them, you should try them. It's 100% free to you guys. And as of right now, ours is not delayed. 100% live for free. The plan was to give delayed for free, and then real time was going to be a service, was going to be a fee. But I've talked him into keeping it live. It was through the bowl games, then through the Super Bowl. Now I got him to go give us, the live access for everybody through March Madness. The next, I'm going to keep doing the NBA. I'm going to keep pushing it and prolonging it because I think everybody can benefit from it. Everybody can. I mean, the name of the game is beating the book and putting more money in your guys' pocket. Oscar says, hi, Kyle. Based on your experience, how do you recommend to bet? Any strategies, parlays? Yeah, you could probably throw the parlays out until you get to a point in life where you don't mind just throwing a little money away. And then again, it should just be a little bit of money, fun money that you don't mind pissing away, because chances are you're going to piss it away on a parlay. I always recommend to keep your betting amount consistent within your means, within your bankroll, and to be consistent. And to be consistent with your bets. Consistency is the key to having success in this industry. So just be consistent. That's the best thing that I can say. It doesn't matter how, as long as you're getting quality games, you can ride out any losing streak that there is. Doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter who it is, you're going to go on a losing streak. Me, you, Joe Blow, the clown. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Somebody's going to go on a losing streak. However, as long as you remain consistent and you have quality games or quality information, you'll be able to weather your storm. Okay? So keep it consistent, and you too will be successful. So taking a look at this one, guys. If you're looking for the odds on it of the game that we're going to be breaking down, Wake Forest opening up as a 6.5-point road dog. North Carolina laying 6.5. That line has spiked. It's up to 8 and 8.5. Ruben, what is going on? Danny, Chase is going to come on at approximately 12:45. 12:45. Hold on one second, folks. All right. Oh, there's a lot of them, Eliezer. Not just one, but there's a lot of clowns out there. Any advice on percentage of bankrolls per bet? That's subjective. That's a big subjective question, because there's so many variables that go into somebody's bankroll and management. Some people say 1%, some people say 3%, some people say 5%, some people say 10%. Everybody's financial situation is different. So for me to be able to give advice on somebody's bankroll management, you need to know what their fear level is, what their true bankroll is, meaning if they lose what they have in their betting account, are they able to do more? Well, Jeff, I know it's frozen, but this might be the most flattering frozen photo of a little longer than normal. So, to be able to give somebody an opinion on a bankroll is very difficult, because you have to be able to base it on everything that all goes into one. So, but a good rough number, anywhere from 1 to 10%, I'd say, just depending on what your financial situation is and your backing is. Tim, yes. Yep, that's his old place. Now he's out on his own. ChaseWins.com, and we're going to have him on tomorrow, my good buddy Chase, to talk NASCAR, college hoops, and some other things. So always good to have Chase on when he comes join us. I believe he goes on live about an hour before us, and then he'll get off live. We'll go live, and then about 45 minutes into it, he'll come on for a little while. I only think he's got about 45 minutes that he'll be able to stay with us, but it should be good. It should be a good time. All right, back to North Carolina, guys. They're an 8.5-point favorite at 5 dimes, 8 at the Westgate. It doesn't matter. I mean, offshore here in Vegas, you're going to be finding anywhere from 8 to 8.5, depending on your book. Okay, 151.5 is the total. It's up to 152. I do see 152.5 at Bovada and BetDSI. Taking a look at both programs, when you're taking a look at the Demon Deacons, guys, of Wake Forest, 13 and 15 on the year, 6 and 12 in conference play. They're riding a 2-game win streak, beating both Notre Dame and Duke. Duke beating them in OT, them beating Duke in OT. Monster time there. Taking a look at North Carolina, guys, 12 and 17 on the year for Roy Williams and his Tar Heels. They're finally riding a little win streak after dropping 7 straight games. They have 2 wins in a row, beating both NC State and Syracuse. It's been definitely a good little 2-game stretch for them, because they haven't had more than that in a while. Matter of fact, they haven't strung more than 2 games together winning since their 5-game winning streak to start the year against Alabama, Elon, Gardner-Webb, UNC Wilmington, and Notre Dame to start the year back on the 27th. So here they are. They get Wake Forest at home, guys, where they get a 3.3 home court advantage at the Dean E. Smith Center. Holds 21,750 fans. It is the 3rd largest. All right, guys, taking a look at both teams side by side. And Nissan TT21 says, well, you've been helping me build. Look forward to purchasing March Madness package, pound value, or hashtag value. I appreciate that, and we definitely will continue to help build you. We got some good free plays given out today and more coming. And just the number one thing, it doesn't matter how big you're betting or how small, just be consistent. Just be consistent in your betting, and I'm telling you, it goes a long way. It definitely goes a long way. Uh-oh, Jeff, you're starting to scare me. I'll send you the address and my size, XXL. Hopefully I can drop, 25 pounds to get back into an XL comfortably. But as of right now, a XXL. But I'll send you the office address, Jeff. Taking a look at Wake Forest, guys. First of all, you got me scared, Jeff. Wake Forest hitting 48.5% from the field. Yeah, Ruben, I did hear that. It's just listening to a Players Coalition group. It's not going to happen. March Madness money is made by advertisers and fans filling the seats and all that. I see I clicked on the wrong thing and put guaranteed Saturday. Well, it ain't guaranteed Saturday, all right? Game of the week. Game of the week. Wrong day, wrong click. But anyways, Wake Forest hitting 48.5% from the field, 34.5% from out deep. Quality 3-point shooting team. That's up to 35.5% in conference play, which makes them the 3rd best 3-point shooting team in the Atlantic Coast Conference. 47.7% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. And they're also converting just under 75% from the charity stripe. Quality shooting program, converting 28.5% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds. However, their turnover rate is a tad bit high at 19.5%. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Taking a look at North Carolina, guys. Taking a look at the Tar Heels. very, very, very poor shooting all year long. And what can we say about them? This is not the North Carolina team we're used to seeing. 29% shooting from out deep, 46% from the field, converting just 47% of all their two-point plays, and a very dismal and sad 67% from the charity stripe. However, they've limited their turnovers to 18.5%. That's a decent number. 35.3% offensive rebounding capability, which means 35.3% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds. An excellent number there. They find themselves in the two-foul participation protocol 30.5% of the time. However, they go to the bench for 34% of the time. Wake Forest, guys, they're in it 15.7% of the time, and they go to the bench for 35%. All right, height advantage. There's over an inch height advantage on average for every kid coming out of North Carolina. When it comes to this game, guys, I have a hard time trying to convince myself to lay anything on North Carolina. Yeah, I know they just beat Syracuse by 13, and they just beat NC State at home by 6. Okay? They have not strung together 3 wins, and I don't know how long. Well, since November 27th. As far as this one goes, Wake Forest winning their last 2 big games, beating Duke at home, Notre Dame at home. Taking a look at how they play on the road, it's a disaster on the road. All right, they haven't won since they beat Pittsburgh on January 4th on the road. And even that, before that, they had 2 semi-away games, beating Long Beach State and Davidson. Other than that, the Demon Deacons on the road have just been a demon pile of turds. All right? Just absolutely just getting embarrassed when it comes to road play. They just lost by 17 to Louisville on the road. Now, they did give Notre Dame a run for their money. Sorry, that was North Carolina on the road. Wake Forest, they've, again, haven't beat anybody. And they still continue to don't, or won't. But as far as this one goes, I would rather play the total than the side on this one, because this is just 2 teams that I have zero faith in. I have zero faith in Roy Williams and his program to produce their 3rd consecutive win, since they haven't done it since the end of November. And even if they get the win, I don't know if they necessarily have it in them to cover. So as far as that one goes, to me, it's either Wake Forest plus the points, plus the 8.5, or it's a no bet. Okay? So for me, it's a no bet. As far as the total goes, as far as the total on this one, I think the total is a tad bit high. I had the game at 149. It's all the way up to 152.5. 152 pretty much. So I do lean towards the under 152. I do lean towards the under 152. All right, Edward asked, It says, it's been a while since he bought something from the big guy. What is the March Madness package? March Madness package, it's $219.99, so it's a penny less than $220. First of all, the March Madness package. What the actual March Madness package is, it's a minimum of 20 of our tournament plays for during the tournament. Guaranteed rate of 65% or better, or you get a week of premium plays for free on the house. As an added bonus, just for purchasing the March Madness package, you get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays. You choose. As they posted in the live chat, you get the entire NHL season absolutely free. You get 1 free UFC card, so if you signed up from Sunday on, you'll get the UFC this weekend. And then as long as you sign up by midnight on the 15th of March, which is Selection Sunday, you'll get our NCAA championship game which is a $100 standalone game, much like the Super Bowl. You'll get that one for free as well. So they're giving you the neighbor's house and their kitchen sink to go along with it. And it's definitely going to be a good time. So I'm super pumped for March Madness, and I can't wait. Definitely can't wait. Titus in the house, what's going on? Yeah, and you get the NHL season, but you get the NHL season starting from now. Edward, I believe the tournament will start on the 17th. Selection Sunday is on the 15th. And I think they give the 16th as a travel day. So I think it's either the 16th or the 17th that it starts on. Oscar says, Arkansas State at Georgia Southern. Please, Cal. We could definitely take a look at that one. No problem. No problem at all. We got that one right here. Another 7 p.m. Eastern time game. Another 7 p.m. Eastern time game in the Sun Belt. That good old Sun Belt, guys. Sun Belt Conference play first round is going on. Oh, sorry, that's the Atlantic Sun Conference, not the Sun Belt. If you're looking for the game number on this one, 607-608. Over 3 months, Edward. I think it's over 3 months, including the playoffs and Stanley Cup Finals. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to close that door, guys. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Literally, don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Tired of hearing those snot-nosed little kids running around outside having fun while we're working and they're on the playground. That ain't no fun. Edward, you're not a jinx, brother. You're not a jinx. Alrighty. So time to keep it rolling. Time to keep it rolling, folks. Jazz is super pumped for March Madness. Same here. Super stoked. Can't wait. But you know what? You know what happens before that? The game of the week tonight. So if you guys are not on it, get on it, guys. It's going to be a great time. It's probably been 2 years since I put out a game of the week on a Tuesday. That just shows you how big it is. If you guys were on board for the game of the year last week, I think you like what happens tonight. I really do. I really do. I really think you guys like what will happen tonight. And we're definitely going to have some fun with it. That is for sure. So make sure you guys don't miss out on that one. Alrighty. Titus, I was just saying what happened to the little kids. Kyle X them out. Hey, you know, they can't just be out there having crazy, crazy, crazy fun. You know, that ain't fun. That ain't fun for us. All right. All righty. Edward, that's because Tom is bad luck sometimes. Tom is bad luck. I do agree. There's some people that are... No, I'm just kidding. Tom's not bad luck. Tom is not bad luck. I do have a couple customers that are bad luck, but we have since banned them. We don't allow them to purchase. We block their accounts and their IP addresses. But anyways, back to this next game day breakdown. Arkansas, Little Rock, and Georgia State, 607-608. for everybody. Let me hit the refresh button on this one. That way we can get the most current updated live odds that there is. Tim says this show is fun. Definitely appreciate that. Eddie Sports Money says, Kyle, the star player from the free play you gave out earlier is out. Still play it? Yes, we still like it. Just like when I gave out the big Sunday play on Sunday, the big guaranteed Sunday play. Luka was out for Dallas, and everybody was having a shit fit. Oh, my God, he's out. Is it still a play? Do we still bet it, or should I bet the other side? No, you still bet it. We already knew he wasn't playing anyways. We already knew he wasn't playing. There wasn't anything that got by us. Yes, yeah, you can buy March Madness package anytime. Anytime during the tournament, you can get on the March Madness package. However, you get an early bird special for signing up before the end of Sunday. You get a big early bird special by signing up by the end of Sunday. And yeah, Titus, we X'd out the little Rugrats. We're having way too much fun out there. I mean, I see some kid playing tetherball. I mean, why do they got to have all the fun? Just teasing them. Just teasing them. I actually wish my daughter went there. That way I could, like, hey, who's that boy talking to her? Who's that 4-year-old boy? Christopher Bear, what's all this talking crap? I want my free losing plays. Absolutely, Christopher, don't worry. All the free losing plays are coming your way. I mean, as much as you can get them. Matter of fact, we can just go down the list. Thanks for being the designated troll for today. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like other people, all right? I'm going to give you guys 5 free plays right down the list. I'm going to advise you guys not to bet any of them. This is a complete joke. This is a joke. All right, Mississippi State, South Carolina, take Mississippi State plus the 2. Central Michigan, take it plus 6. Miami, Ohio, take the plus 9. Arkansas State plus a 7.5. And Little Rock, take the 3.5. All right, guys, new show. We're gonna break down the exact same games. Take South Carolina, lay the 2. Ball State, lay the 6. Buffalo laying 9, and Georgia Southern laying 7.5. And don't forget, take Georgia State laying the 3. And on the money line as well, don't forget to take the over and under on both, or actually on all of those games. Brought to you by a 3-letter word. You can find it on just about every other YouTube channel where they're going to give you both sides of the game 37 times a day. But anyways, we're just joking. So, anybody who takes me seriously, you should probably go join the other people. Alrighty. Edward says, Kyle, you ever think about offering game of the week without a guaranteed, like 40 without, 60 with? Thought about it. But I've been keeping them steady at $10 for the most part. Titus says, sounds like a 10-team parlay. If they let you bet that parlay, you let me know. Kyle, you need to get more PA announcer in your picks. Edward, one of them quit, I heard. I heard that too. Or he was phased out. But who knows? You never know the story with those guys. You never know the story. Bingo, people. I love it. The dartboard special. The dartboard special. Put a dozen teams on the board and use the word lock a lot. But yeah, no, Edward, I thought about doing the that before with a guarantee, without a guarantee, but I figured, you know what? What's not broke, don't fix it. Everybody seems to love it when I just drop it on sale and keep it at $50, knowing that if for some reason we lost, I'm going to take care of them. Because I'll be honest, let's just say I sold half at non-guarantee and half at guaranteed. The people that spent $40 that were being a little cheap to save $20 or to save 33%, the next time I have a game of the week, I couldn't do nothing to help them out. I'd feel bad. And then I would only be required to help out the people that bought the guarantee one. So I figured just keep it where it's at, keep it consistent, and do our thing because we win a hell of a lot more of the big games than we lose. So that's that one. But I did consider it. Somebody brought it up to me, and it was a good. It's definitely a good idea. But I think this this model that we do is the best for the end user, best for you guys. Obviously, you guys paying me $100 is a lot better than 50 for my own pocketbook. But sometimes I got to think about it where it's not as much as that. It's not all about that. That's why we didn't have a game of the week last week. Actually, we did, but it was just given out as a regular personal play. Because I didn't want to come across as a money-hungry individual after we slammed the door on my game of the year. I probably would have sold a couple hundred game of the weeks. And rather than that, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm not a greedy individual, that's for sure. Jeff says, public service announcement to anybody who is new. Kyle will take care of you until you win money, period. We definitely will. And again, if you guys are new to this channel, take 1 second out of your day. It'll be the best thing you do all week long. Besides bet my game of the week, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get notified each and every single time that we go live or we drop a video. You will be notified. All right? That's the way it works. Hit that subscribe button, start making money. All right, so need to get back on track. Tim says Kyle the King, and you guys know me. I don't ever mind going off in different directions. That's why we got the barbershop poll there to bring you guys the non-stop action as well as sports betting barbershop talk. And for everybody that's new, we had a running inside joke for quite some time where we called this the barbershop of sports betting because just about anything goes. Just about anything goes. As long as you're not a douchebag, just about anything is allowed to be talked about. Titus says, we know you come from Cali, born and raised. Damn straight, baby. Jeff says, if you are new, where the hell have you been? Exactly. Jeff says, is the UFC card guaranteed? The actual UFC card for $29.99 with all those write-ups is not guaranteed. The only thing that FC guarantees on is the max fight picks. Eddie Sports Money. Kyle, when are you going to bring back premium plays? Specials, buy 1 month, get 2 months free. Is that something that you were wanting, Eddie Sports Money? Is that something that you were wanting? Because that is a killer deal when they do that. It's buy 1 month, get 2 months free for $9.99, which is a smoking deal if you ask me. I know we had it on there somewhere. I know we had it on there a while ago. I get some good, definitely get some good input on when we do some deals and sales, and they definitely listen to me. Before it was what they wanted is what we had, and lately they have definitely stepped up their game and listened to my suggestions. That is for sure. That is for sure. You want to get on that deal? Give me 1 second, folks. What is this message? Well, let me see if I can make that happen, Eddie Sports Money. You know, the bosses are not even in the Vegas office today. So, I'll tell you what we do. I think the last time we ran that, was that really Christmas, the last time we ran that? I think it was. That was a smoking deal. But they're probably going to get mad at me. But here. Never say I'm not a nice guy. There you go. It's on the website. Have at it, folks. Michael, thank you. Thank you. Eddie Sports Money. It's on the website. Just go click on the premium play tab. That's open for everybody. I'm sure they're going to take it off tomorrow morning when they see it. I was reading Edward's comment. That's a good one right there. That's definitely a good one. But yeah, Eddie Sports Money or anybody, buy a month of premium plays, get 2 months free, $9.99. Yeah, Jeff, come on, get me fired. Get me fired. I have a reason to retire early. But no, it's on there if you want to take advantage of it. And if it's not there later tonight, well, you know why. But I'll plead the fifth that I didn't do it. I'll plead the fifth on that that I didn't do it. Some things I can make happen, some I can't. Something like that we'll make happen. We'll let slide. All right, let's get back to this game day breakdown. And again, if anybody wants to purchase that, feel free to jump on board. Marcus, I let your voicemail that you left me was weird. When you messaged me that you left me a message, I went to check. I got your original one, but the second one, the one that was 2 minutes long, it came in like 45 minutes after that. So literally like right before I went live, I got it. So I will reply to that. And no, you know me, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. Exactly what you were talking about. But it's on premium plays. It's buy a month, get 2 months free. So you're getting 3 months of premium plays for $9.99. I would imagine the more people that buy it, the less likely they're going to chop my hands off. So, but anyways, Arkansas, Little Rock, plus 145 on the money line. Georgia State laying $1.65 on the money line. They're also laying 3.5. You can find them as low as 3 at DraftKings, the D, as well as Caesars. Everywhere else, 3.5. Total is up 3 points from where it opened. 154.5 up to 157.5. Tim, you'll be my lawyer. Are you a lawyer? I might need one. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I try and remain, maybe for some copyright infringement stuff. I would love to hammer some people on. But Oscar, nope, did not forget about it. It's up on my screen. It's just been waiting. That's the cool thing about our show. Some people don't like that part, and some people love that part. But our show, the thing that makes it awesome is the barbershop poll. Is we're the barbershop of sports betting. We start talking about this, and next thing you know, we're 47 miles away. All right, we're 47 miles away. So eventually we cycle back. Eventually we take the trip right back to the game day breakdowns like we did. Nice, smooth transition right back to it. But don't worry, I'll never forget, all right? So Georgia Southern, guys. Blah, 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 blah. We're doing Arkansas State, not Georgia Southern. Or, I mean, not Georgia State. Excuse me, they're all right next to each other. Okay. Let me make sure I have the right one up. You wanted Arkansas State, correct? Now you got me all messed up. We're doing Arkansas State and Georgia Southern, correct? Because I started to break down the Little Rock and Georgia State game. I think you wanted the Arkansas State and Georgia Southern game. Okay, so that's the one we're going to do. 605, 606. It's the one I have up, but I started talking about the other one. Arkansas State, guys, a 7.5-point dog. They opened up as an 8-point dog. The line dropped 0.5 point for Georgia Southern, guys, down from 8 to 7.5. Total went up 1 point from 147 to 148. Taking a look at the Red Wolves, guys, from Arkansas State. Mike Bellotto and his program. It's a what are you doing for me now? It's called losing. All right, they've lost, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8 straight games. App State, Coastal Carolina, Little Rock, UT Arlington, Texas State, Louisiana Monroe, Little Rock, and Louisiana, all losses. It didn't matter home. It didn't matter away. They've split them out, 4 losses home and 4 losses away. They're 7-12 in conference play, 15-15 on the year. And if it's all about what you're doing for now, it's been a straight dumpster fire for the Red Wolves. Taking a look, guys, at the Eagles, Georgia Southern. You know, when it comes to their football program, I love betting on them. And we've actually made a little bit of money betting on their basketball program this year, guys. They've won 5 out of their last 7 games, beating Louisiana Monroe, Louisiana, Coastal Carolina, UT Arlington, and Georgia State, losing to App State and Texas State back in the middle of February. They are riding a 2-game win streak with their most recent wins, a 20-point victory over UT Arlington last Saturday, the 22nd, as well, 2 Saturdays, the 22nd, as well as a victory last Friday over Georgia State, beating them 79-70. Both of those games were on the road. They're going to be home at the Hanner Fieldhouse, guys, which gets a home court record or home court ranking of 3.2, which is not a tough place to play. It's like the 162nd-ish toughest place to play. Not a big place either. 4,358 screaming Eagles fans will be in there, flying high, possibly high, for the Sun Belt Conference matchup, guys. It is the last game of the season for both teams, and both teams definitely looking to end it on a winning note. Side-by-side comparison. First of all, Arkansas State's offense is not that bad. They're actually not that bad. We actually have them ranked higher based on adjusted efficiencies than that of Georgia Southern, who's got a much better record. All right, Arkansas State hitting 49.1% from the field, 34.7% from out deep, 47% of all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. They're converting 72.5% of all their free throws. Georgia Southern, on the other hand, 49.7% from the field, 31.7% of all their 3-point plays. A lackluster 3-point team. They are converting 51% of all their jump shots, layups, and dunks, and a very poor 67% in conference play from the charity stripe. 2 foul participation, more so for Georgia Southern. They're in it 29.6% of the time, so just a hair under 30%. Easy to round up to the big 3-0 for that one. Arkansas State 17% of the time as well. Taking a look at the go to the bench, both going to the bench for roughly 30% of the playing minutes. Height advantage, none real for either team. Point distribution, Arkansas State relying on that free throw for 26.6% of their total points. You go, boys, right there. Drive to the net. Get to the line. Unfortunately, it's not giving them wins on the scoreboard. With losing 8 straight, it is a disaster for them, unfortunately, and they can knock down a free throw quite easily. But as far as this game goes, as far as the 7.5 or 8 points, I like Georgia Southern. However, Arkansas State's a quality program. The record doesn't show that. Mike Bellato and his kids, they can shoot the ball. They can play. They can play defense as well. They may not have the top-ranked defense, and their ranking shows a lot worse than what they're capable of. Their ranking on defense shows a lot worse than what they're capable of. They've had some big moments that have kept them close, that have kept them within covering range. So for that, I wouldn't rule them out. I don't think they're going to get a win today. But their last road game, lost to Louisiana by 3. At home, lost to Little Rock by 3. They did get blown out by 14 to Louisiana Monroe. They lost by 5 to Texas State. They lost to 10 to UT Arlington on the road. They lost by 3 to Little Rock on the road. They lost by 6 to Coastal Carolina at home and 7 to App State at home. So all of these games, 9 out of the last 10 games, have been by less than 10 points. 8 out of their last 10 losses have been by less than 10 points. I think less than 8 points, believe it or not. So with that one, as far as the lean on this one goes, I can't bet either team. However, if I was going to do anything, I'd take Arkansas State plus a 7.5. But I definitely liked it when it was 8 this morning. I mean, I didn't like it more than I do now, but 8's more attractive than 7.5. But Arkansas State plus the 7.5 is my lean for today. And we're definitely going to have some fun today. All right, so I think we could squeeze in another game day breakdown. We've been live for almost an hour and a half in the afternoon, over 2 hours this morning. Lot of live. If you guys haven't already done so, 66 people here. We were up over 70 or 80 earlier. And only 35 thumbs up. So if you guys haven't already done so, do us a big favor. Hit that big thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the content 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We definitely appreciate it when you do. You help get our videos trending in the right direction as well. Get it trending on YouTube. So please do us a huge favor, and let's have some fun. Let's continue the fun. Who dat Bob in the house? All right. So we don't have a play on the Michigan State game. Okay, but we'll break down that one next because I know that's a fan favorite game. That one's came up by topic quite a bit. It's probably the bigger marquee matchup of the evening, Michigan State, Penn State, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Heck, it's the ESPN televised game. So let's break down that one, guys, for everybody and help you guys out. If you guys are looking for the game number, it's game 621, 622. Michigan State opening up as a 1.5-point favorite. They're now laying 2 at 5 dimes, 2 at the Westgate, 2 at the MGM. The D2, everywhere 2, except Bovada at 2.5. Robert Allen, don't you remember the other day when we had Dayton and they said take Davidson? And I gave out a free play on Dayton. I think it was Friday. And we smashed that one. The difference between us and them is I actually bet the games I give out. That's the difference. That's the difference. We actually bet the games here. All right. And let's keep it rolling, folks. Let's keep it rolling. It's going to be a good time today. You guys still have time to get on board our Game of the Week or the March Madness package, which will get you 3 days of premium plays or personal plays and that NHL package. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. All right, so we're going to break down that game for everybody. Starting right now, Michigan State, guys, the Spartans, 20-9 on the year for Tom Izzo. They're 12-6 in the Big Ten Conference, guys. They've won 3 straight, won 4 out of their last 5, beating the Fighting Illini, Nebraska, Iowa, and Maryland, beating Maryland on the road by 12. They did lose to Maryland. That's their 1 loss out of their last 5 games. Back on Saturday, the 15th of February. They get Penn State today on the road, and then they're going to travel on Sunday, and they're going to play Ohio State at home a week before Selection Sunday. So some good times ahead for Michigan State. Should be a quality game today. Taking a look at Pat Chambers and his Penn State Nittany Lions, guys. 21-8 on the year, 11-7 in conference play. Looking to extend that to 12-7 today with a much-needed win over Michigan State. Penn State, they have been faltering as of late. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games, losing to the Fighting Illini, the Hoosiers, Rutgers, and the Hawkeyes. On Saturday, guys, they lost to Iowa 77-68 on the road. Here they are at home before they travel on the road to Northwestern. First of all, let's take a look at what they've done at home. Have they lost at home? Yes, they have. Have they lost a lot? No, they have not. They lost to the Fighting Illini and Fighting Illini and Wisconsin at home. Other than that, they've played exceptional at the Bryce Jordan Center, guys. That holds 15,261 fans. They get a home court ranking of 3.5, but they play like it's a 4.0, let me tell you. All right, it's only the 104th toughest place to play, but they definitely defend their home court exceptionally well. And taking a look at both teams, first of all, very similar numbers when it comes to offense. However, I'm going to give the offensive edge to Michigan State. When it comes to defense, I'm going to say that they're pretty much even. They're separated on adjusted efficiencies by 2 spots. 12th best defense in Division I comes in with Michigan State. The 14th best comes in with Penn State based on adjusted efficiencies. But there is a distinct advantage on offense for Michigan State. Not a huge one, but it's definitely distinct, hitting 52.4% from the field. In conference play, their numbers stay the same. They are the #1 best shooting team in the Big Ten Conference. Yes, that's Michigan State. All right, they're also the #2 three-ball shooting team, converting 36.1% of all their three-ball attempts in conference play. The #3 shooting team, converting their two-point plays, converting at a rate of 49.7%. They're the 5th best free throw shooting team in the conference, converting 75.8%. Offensive rebounds, 32.7% all year long, holding the turnover still into the 18th percentile, which is still a little on the high side, especially compared to Penn State, who's only committing 16.2% on the turnovers. Mr. Lim, thank you for joining us, as well as thank you for jumping on board my guaranteed game of the week. I saw that you signed up for the first time on our website. Welcome aboard, and let's hammer that book tonight. Take a look more in depth at Penn State. 50.2% from the field, 29.1% offensive rebounding. It may not be a big number in the 30s, however, it's still above the Division I average and very respectable. They're converting 32.8% from three-point range, 50.9% of all their two-point plays. However, in conference play, that number is down to 47.7% and 69% free throw shooting. When it comes to the two-foul participation, Penn State's in at 17.7%, so let's round up to 18. 2% for Michigan State. Tom Izzo's coaching strategy is he just doesn't participate. Height advantage, there's about a half-inch height advantage on every player coming out of Michigan State. Michigan State, Penn State go to the bench for roughly the same, 35% of the total minutes played. Point distribution is very similar. Matter of fact, it's identical at the 2-point mark and off by a couple percent between free throws and 3-point attempts. So everything is very similar there. As far as the line on this one, with Michigan State laying 2, as far as that goes, money line on it is minus 130. All right, excuse me, 132. Here's my opinion. I lean towards Michigan, but you have a choice. You can take a -2, minus $1.10, or you can lay an extra 22 cents juice.
I'm having
22-cent juice, and you can take them on the money line minus $1.32. If you take them on the money line, they got to win by 1 on the road, and you're putting cash in your pocket. All right, you're putting cash in your pocket. You're putting this stuff right here. You're putting this stuff. Putting this stuff. We got stacks of it. All right. I like Michigan State today. I might actually bet it myself late, meaning in the next 15 minutes. If I do, it's not going to be a big one. All right, it'll still be a small bet. I've got a lot of action out there. Premium plays, my personal plays, as well as my game of the week. Game of the week going to be big. Game of the week is definitely going to be big. Okay? Edward gives good advice. Take the better team. Try and block out the streaks. I block out the streaks for a small percentage, but you can't overlook what a team is doing now. You know what I mean? Because what they're doing now doesn't really matter what they did. From the middle of February back to the start of November, start of college basketball, what happened doesn't matter. What happens is current in the last 2 weeks. That's what matters. So make sure you guys pay attention to that as well. And I mean, that's great advice that Edward said. You know, the big streaks of Penn State winning their, 2, 4, 6, 8 games. What happened in the middle of January didn't really matter anyways right now. So I do lean towards Michigan State. As far as the total goes, no opinion on the total. One way or another, I think the total's priced right, but I think Michigan State gets the job done. I think the best bet is on the money line. I think the best bet, the value is the money line. You can either lay 2 minus $1.10 or take the money line at minus $1.32, and you only got to win by 1. So there's that one. So I know yesterday I gave you guys one free play during both live shows. Gave you guys one during the other live show, a free premium play. Gonna throw you guys a curveball, and no, Edward, you're not bad luck. All right? No, you're not bad luck. Gonna throw you guys a nice big curveball today, and we're gonna have some fun. All right, we're gonna have some fun with a nice free play. So don't go anywhere. It's coming up. It is coming up. So don't go anywhere. I'm just double checking the odds. That way we can make sure everything is set and correct. All right, I like it. Give me 1 second, folks. And we'll get it up on the screen as well. All right, got it up, going up to the screen for you guys. Throwing you guys a curveball. In the NHL, New Jersey, Vegas, first period over 1.5 goals. It's minus $1.30 right now on 5 dimes. This is right out of our NHL play, folks. This is right out of our NHL package. Remember, if you want to just try us out, feel free to jump on board, guys. 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays. Just $99. Always a good time. And for everybody that inquired, I know Eddie Sports Money asked about it. Buy 1 month of premium plays, get 2 months free. That is on the website right now. I can't guarantee that it's going to be on there much longer than tonight. Obviously, it'll be on there tonight because people are out. If you already have a premium play package and you buy that one, they will honor it, and they'll add whatever days you have now onto those 3 months. So that takes you all the way through the NBA Finals, March, April, May, almost to the end of the NBA Finals. Killer deal. Aaron says 2 things I love to hammer in life. 1 being my bookie. Absolutely. Robert says first period overs are so much money makers. Absolutely, I agree. As long as you're on the right one, you definitely can. Titus, have you ever done a game of the day? No, I haven't done that. I haven't advertised that because it would go against my style of handicapping, and then I'd have to start doing like a unit system or something like that, and I don't believe in units. Alrighty, so enjoy that one, folks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. $30 daily, good play. Definitely sounds good. Definitely sounds catchy. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. All right, folks. Make sure you guys jump on board. And let's have some fun. Don't forget, get on the game of the week. Or anything for that matter. Whatever suits your bankroll and your budget. As always, don't do anything stupid. Bet within your means. And remember, guys, we'll be live tomorrow. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, 11 Central, 10 whatever Arizona is. So make sure you guys tune in live tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. All right, folks, enjoy your day. Good luck, everybody, and let's hammer the books.